It says a lot about you as a person who takes up for a TikTok influencer who fakes having cancer.
Hi people, and welcome back on another episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your support. I see them and I don't take it for granted at all. Please take about a few seconds to click the like button. It will help others to see this video and join this conversation. Today, we are going to be talking about this disturbing story that just crossed my timeline. Like, I literally just woke up scrolling through my timeline and I came across a video of a creator in tears apologizing. I felt so sorry for her because she was looking pretty. What could you have done, pretty woman? All for me to find out that this woman lied that she had cancer in 2017. I think she lied that she had gastric cancer in 2017, and then she went ahead to open a GoFundMe for people to donate to her. And a few months after, guess what happened? She disappeared. She was nowhere to be found. All for her to pop back up in 2021, there was no talk about cancer. Nothing about cancer. And I think people got to know that she faked that story. Now she is coming online to apologize. I think 7 years after, 2017 to 2015, to 2025, 8 years after, apologizing to people that it was a mental health. Like she was dealing with something mentally and all of that. But the apology, people are not buying it. And I get it if people are not buying it. If you know someone who has dealt with cancer, you will know there is no way a proper person will lie about that. She was on the screen literally crying. Like, check this out.
Okay, so I never wanted to talk about this time in my life because it was a very difficult time for me. But I owe it to my followers and people that support me to tell you my truth. I also want to put a stop to the people that are twisting and exaggerating what actually happened. So I'm just going to go from the beginning. So back in 2017, I had extremely bad mental health. And at the time I didn't realise how bad. But it was bad. I was depressed, I was suicidal, I was lost, I was confused. I lost my partner, I lost my job. And there was lots of things in that year that led me to be mentally ill. I said something to someone within my immediate circle in confidence. One stupid sentence that I deeply regret. I said I had an illness, which was cancer. I didn't do this for malicious intent or to scam people. I did this out of desperation. I did it to keep the people close to me, to keep the people in my life close to me. I don't condone it. I understand why I did it. And I've learned from my mistakes. This was not a long-running scam or a manipulative story like it's been made out to be. The people that I told then told a couple of others. And there was a fundraising page made on behalf of me, which I knew about. And as soon as I saw there was donations, there was 2 donations, I had the page immediately shut down and I didn't take a penny from it. I've grown from this. I am working on being the best version of myself. It took me a long time to understand why I did it. And I forgive myself.
That was our apology video because people are beginning to talk about it again. People are beginning to bring that conversation up, and I think she can see that this is about to ruin her brand. She currently has about 3.5 million followers on TikTok. She is a mom influencer, I can say. Like, you know, she has gone viral on multiple occasions, preparing meals for her kids. But for someone to literally lie that they have gastric cancer and then open a GoFundMe Seems like a plan, right? But one of the things that people are pointing out with this apology is that, and the reason why they are talking about it not being sincere, is the fact that you took your time to have a full face beat. Like there is a full face beat going on in this video that we are watching right now. And then you were trying to force a cry. I have one question. Do palm-colored people understand that you can make an apology without feeling like, or having this attitude like you want to cry? It is still very much okay. Like having the attitude like you want to cry would not make it like believable that you're sorry. It's not part of the ingredient. If you don't feel it, you don't feel it.
It says a lot about you as a person who takes up for a TikTok influencer who fakes having cancer. That's right, you heard me. There's a TikTok influencer, 29-year-old Brittany Miller, I think. Yes, she's in UK. She had said that she has cancer, and donations were set up and all these kinds of things. There are people taking up for Brittany for faking having cancer. I don't follow her, but she's got more than 3 million followers. She normally posts like upbeat, happy, family cooking and fashion content. She had posted about the cancer post. She had saying that she had gastric cancer. And then, you know, after everybody found out, because she had told one friend and that friend told everybody, well, there was a friend that made a fundraising thing for her. She said that once she found out about it and once money started coming in, she shut that down. And that she did not take a penny from that fundraiser. She said in 2017 that she had real bad mental health issue because she lost her partner and her job. Now, I'm not here to judge anybody's coping mechanisms, how they cope with things, but to fake cancer is kind of a level of to each his own. If you get what I'm saying. But she was saying that she was suicidal and depressed. She also said that she's working on becoming the better version of herself, which, you know, is probably the best outcome in all of this. That's what we're just all striving to do, be the best version of ourselves that we can be. But I hope that she, you know, learned her lesson and gets the help that she needs.
Lying about having cancer is a pretty shitty thing to do because there's so many people that lost their lives to cancer, or they have family members and friends that lost their lives to cancer. So for you to get on here and lie about having cancer when you don't is very low of you to do. There's a creator by the name of Brittany Miller, and she has a pretty large following on here. It recently came out that she did an apology video, and people are speculating that the only reason she did the apology video is because they just found out that she lied about having cancer.
I'm just going to go from the beginning. So back in 2017, I had extremely bad mental health. And at the time I didn't realise how bad. But it was bad. I was depressed, I was suicidal, I was lost, I was confused.
Some people are saying that she made a mistake and she apologized for it and we should move on. While others are saying that the only reason she apologized is because she's worried about losing followers and brand deals.
Unpopular opinion on Brittany Miller.
I said I had an illness, which was cancer. I didn't do this for malicious intent or to scam people. I did this out of desperation.
I've actually filmed this video more than once because I didn't know where I fully stood on the situation, but I think I figured it out. There are two things that I believe are unforgivable when it comes to lying. And that's lying about sexual assault, number one, or any sort of abuse in general. And number two, lying about having cancer. And that's because both these things drastically affect not only the person that's going through the situation firsthand, but everyone around them for the rest of their lives. And that's not me saying that you can't get better in either of these instances. It's just saying that it changes not only the person going through that situation, but also the people around them for the rest of their lives. I was genuinely shocked when I opened that comment section and I read the comments. People saying, you know, haters are gonna hate. Brittany, you didn't have to do this. You didn't have to come on here and apologise. She made a mistake. Let's move on now. Are you mental? Of course she had to come on here and apologise. Of course she had to address it. Almost a decade too late, to be honest. Like, think about that. It took her a decade, almost a decade to fess up and confess that the truth is that she didn't have cancer. I think that's why I have such a hard time with it, because I could almost understand why people were forgiving her if this was, you know, she'd lied 6 months ago or even a year ago. Almost a decade, and you're just now coming and telling the truth. That's not a lie. That's not a mistake. That is almost 10 years of you keeping up a facade because you gained from it monetarily and socially. And whilst I think now that she's semi-confessed, and I say semi-confessed because there are inconsistencies within her confession, but now that she's admitted to lying about having cancer, do I think we can move on? Yes, in a sense, I think we can. I think that she should no longer be given any attention. I think that people shouldn't be sending her hate or death threats. I don't understand why people do that anyway, because how do you have the time to be sending someone that much hate, and how do you have the time to be sending people death threats? I think it's loserish behaviour. I think we should leave her alone. I really do. After this cycle is done, after everyone's put their 2 pence in it, like, I'm doing that. So I'm not going to say people shouldn't have an opinion on it. Absolutely not. People should. People have the right to be angry or feel whatever they want to feel about the situation. I think using mental health as a crutch or as an excuse for why you lied about having cancer is absolutely wild. I think that you lied because you gained something from it at the time. You're now facing too much backlash for your lies. I think that's what I'm having an issue with. People are saying that she's being honest. She's not. She's not. The lack of honesty is actually astounding. If she had just come on here and said, yes, I lied about having cancer because I gained something from that lie at the time, and now it no longer serves me, and I do regret that, I would have a lot more respect for her. But coming on here and saying my mental health made me do it? Really? Really, Brittany? I have had family members die from cancer. So I really tried to stay impartial when I was watching her video, but it was clear to me that she's apologizing. Yes, I think because she got caught, but she doesn't really understand the gravity of what she did. I truly don't think that she does understand that. So in short, yes, I think we can leave Brittany Miller alone now, and I think that she's apologized. It's done. I don't think she should have a platform. The end.
She was literally trying to force a tear out, and no tears were coming out. And people were talking about, how do you even want us to accept this apology when you are literally just acting? Like, you are a bad actor at that. You wanted to fake it and you couldn't even fake the apology right. But I am just still stuck in the fact that someone thought it was a good idea to lie that they have cancer. Cancer is crazy. Lying about cancer and then doing a GoFundMe to get money and then not addressing it for years. Nah, I can't. Like, I just cannot wrap my head around that. Like, what is going on? People are so furious about it, especially people who are currently fighting cancer, and I'm sending my prayers to everyone fighting cancer and watching this, and maybe you feel triggered. I am sending my prayers to you, but I do not blame them for not accepting this apology. I do not blame them for saying, okay, we listened to your video, but this is not an apology, and we do not even have the what's it called? We do not have to accept the apology. Like, it's somehow. Let me hear what you guys think. Have you guys been hearing about this influencer? I think her name on TikTok is Brittany Miller. Have you been following and, hearing the conversation online? What was your first reaction? Hearing and knowing that there is literally someone online who went out of their way to lie about having gastric cancer and setting up a GoFundMe. Like, let me hear what you think about that in the comment section. I am going to be there as well, and I will see you guys in the next one.